It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
Brings up second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
To the running back.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Love from the gun. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Love now to pass on first down. Slant to Adams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 more yards. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 8 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Jakeem Grant. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at
the numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Love now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Giants 3.
Six yards left on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Score, Packers 7, Giants 6.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the crossing route, complete. It's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
It's the former Packer linebacker Blake Martinez with the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a second down throw for Love here.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Love. He's got a man, complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Love's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point attempt to come here. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to Slayton. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 43-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2.
16. Packers 14.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
To throw again. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's got Adams on the hookup.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. 16. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Grant on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Mike Williams. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Grant sets to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Jones pass.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Carried by number 28.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Giants 24. Packers.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Throwing again. Love. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Love. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Love to pass. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the try here for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Dillon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Love from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Leonard Williams able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Operating from the gun. Love got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Packers 27, Giants 24.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jones on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
A loss of 13 yards.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, New York.
Throwing, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
23-yard
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the former Army Ranger, Alejandro Villanueva. Here's Jones, looking to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dillon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just got their assignments down, they can get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It's third down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Following the interception, Love. Touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man is Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their
now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's 2nd and inches.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Jones.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Complete to Saquon.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.